So this video will talk about capitalization. Capitalize proper nouns and words derived from them. Do not capitalize common nouns. Proper nouns are names of specific person, places, and things. All other nouns are common nouns. The following types of words are usually capitalized: names of deities, religion, religious followers, sacred books, words of family relationships used as names, particular places, nationalities, and their languages, races, tribes, educational institutions, departments, particular courses, government departments, organizations, political parties, historical movements, periods, events, documents, and trade names. So proper nouns: God, Book of Common Prayer, Uncle Pedro, Father, Lake Superior, the Capitol Center, the South, Wrigley Field, University of Wisconsin. Geology 101. Geology 101. The Democratic Party, the Enlightenment, Advil. Common nouns: a god, a sacred book, my uncle, my father, a picturesque lake, a center for advanced studies, a southern state, a baseball stadium, a state university, geology, a political party, the 18th century, a painkiller. Months, holidays, and days of the week are treated as proper nouns. The seasons and numbers of the days of the month are not. Our academic year begins on a Tuesday in early September, right after Labor Day. Graduation is in late spring on the 2nd of June. Exception: capitalize 4th of July or July 4th when referring to the holiday. Names of school subjects are capitalized only if they are names of languages. Names of particular courses are capitalized. This semester, Lee is taking math, physics, French, and English. Professor Obembe offers modern American fiction 501 to graduate students. The term web and internet are typically capitalized, but related common nouns are not. Home page, operating system. Usage varies widely. However, so check with your instructor about whether you should follow these guidelines. Do not capitalize common nouns to make them seem important, and that is a very common mistake in essays. Capitalize titles of persons when used as part of a proper noun, but usually not when used alone. Professor Margaret Barnes, Dr. Eunju Kim, John Scott Williams Jr., District Attorney, Attorney Marshall, was reprimanded for badgering the witness. And then if you don't put a particular name, so here if you have District Attorney Marshall or District Attorney John Smith, so if you put a name to it, you have to capitalize District Attorney. But if you just simply say the District Attorney was elected for a 2-year term without saying which one, then you don't have to capitalize District Attorney. Usage varies when the title of an important public figure is used alone. The president or president vetoed the bill. Capitalize titles according to convention. In both titles and subtitles of works mentioned in the text of a paper, major words such as nouns, pronouns, verbs, adjectives, and adverbs should be capitalized. Minor words such as articles, prepositions, and coordinating conjunctions are not capitalized unless they are the first or last word of a title or subtitle. Capitalize the second part of a hyphenated term in a title if it is a major word, but not if it is a minor word. Capitalize chapter titles and the titles of other major divisions of a work according to the same guidelines used for titles of complete works. Seizing the Enigma, The Race to Break the German U-Boat Codes, A River Runs Through It, I Want to Hold Your Hand. To see why some of the titles in the list are italicized and some are put in quotation marks, you should see these. So, capitalize the first word of a sentence. The first word of a sentence should be capitalized. When a sentence appears within parentheses, capitalize its first word unless the parentheses appears within another sentence. Early detection of breast cancer significantly increases survival rates. See Table 2. Early detection of breast cancer significantly increases survival rates. See Table 2. Capitalize the first word of a quoted sentence, but not a quoted word or phrase. Loveless writes, if failing schools are ever to be turned around, much more must be learned about how schools age as institutions. Russell Baker has written that in this country, sports are the opiate of the masses. So if this is a quoted sentence within another sentence, then you don't have to capitalize the. If a quoted sentence is interrupted by explanatory words, do not capitalize the first word after the interruption. If you want to go out, he said, tell me now. When quoting poetry, copy the poet's capitalization exactly. Many poets capitalize the first word of every line of poetry. A few contemporary poets dismiss capitalization altogether. Capitalize the first word after a colon if it begins an independent clause. If a group of words following the colon could stand on its own as a complete sentence, capitalize the first word. Clinical trials called into question the safety profile of the drug, and then colon, and then you capitalize A. You just capitalize A. High percentage of participants reported hypertension and kidney problems. Always use lowercase for a list or an appositive. Students were divided into two groups, residents and commuters. And that's it for capitalization. And if you have any questions about capitalization, feel free to email me at any time.